Hey everyone, Sean Innovative here, and wanted to introduce the trade engine and the momentum track. All right, so this has been long awaited for, so especially a lot of guys in the group. So just wanted to get this out since it's available for you. All right. Now I've been working with CTE for a couple of years now. Yeah, it's been a couple of years. Jeez. Anyhow, so we've worked together in developing and building and coming up with quite a few indicators. He is brilliant and just taking some of the concepts that I had and putting it into making some fantastic tools. All right. So the first one he's got for you, so it's available. It's going to be Momentum Drive. All right. Now that it's available, you have a couple others that are coming out real soon. All right. But this is the main one that we utilize with Trendlock. All right. So the trade engine has quite a lot of concepts and systems and tools that can be utilized in a bunch of different ways. All right. With this one here, I just want to show you guys what we utilize with Trendlock and how we can elevate our trading. All right. So the link will be in the description. It's also in the Discord. I'm going to set up a channel and say the trade engine, and we'll go there and be able to get to the momentum track and whatever other tools are here. Now, what you're going to want to do also is I'll show you as we go here. All right, because the momentum track's available. We'll click on that in a minute. All right. Of course, you have Ninja Trader, because that's what it's designed for. Everything here is just for Ninja Trader. All right, so run the platform and be able to have everything that you need for the way that we trade. All right. Now here, just to stay ahead of everything, just so you guys are able to keep up with all the new products that are coming out. Get your email in there, so you're in, and anything comes out, we'll push it out and make sure you guys are aware. Um, I know we've come out quite a bit. I know he has quite a few himself, and uh, they're just some really great, fantastic tools. Okay, so let's go to Momentum Track. All right, here's the product. All right, so here's the Momentum Track. And what the momentum track is, it basically guides you with the momentum of the market. We utilize the 1 minute and the 5 minute, and we'll be with the 1 minute traders, 5 minute traders. And sometimes, if there's a bit too much volatility, we're sitting waiting because we're not getting anything to wait for 5 minutes. This is more of a dynamic way of capturing the momentum and keeps us in line with finding some great trades. Okay. Um, the calculation within it is quite unique, and he's just brilliant. Anyhow, so with the momentum track, there's a subscription for $25 a month, or you could do a one-time purchase for $199. All right, but figured before doing so, you get a 7 day trial. All right, so you have a 7 day trial. Give it a whirl, see how it fits you. If you're a trend lock trader, it's a no-brainer. All right, is the way that we trade. You guys already see within the recaps. It's like an 80% increase. So with NQ, yes, it varies. It's usually around, I think the average was like 45. So still, you have more opportunity. Right? So basically has this description of everything here. So, framework that captures the momentum. All right. Within it, it'll also highlight the way that the market's accelerating. Uh, there's exhaustion within the market, you know, and different dynamic aspects of the way the channel works. All right, and I'll show you a couple examples of that. All right, now um, we'll go into understanding all this while we're there on the trust, which we'll do in our comments. All right. Now, the license is for one machine, and it gets tied to your machine ID, just like every other basic indicator. KISS, if you go on with KISS, give you license and your machine ID, and then you get a license, and you're good to go. All right. It's a zip file, just like the way you do the KISS. All right. And you have a setup guide, which you can email to you. All right. And free updates. So if there's any updates to the indicator, you'll be getting those updates. All right. Now, what's it designed for? Scalpers and trend traders. We're both. We want to catch the scalps, and then we also want to catch the trends. All right. Now, here's some pictures of exactly what the momentum track looks like. All right. And then with it, I have a couple little close-ups here. So if you look at right here, you see all green moving up. This line here, where my arrows, that's the curve. The curve is showing you the basic momentum direction of the market. The channel, all right, the channel is going to be kind of like where our five is, all right. So it's going to give us where we want to be into trades and where we don't want to be in trades, all right. And then same thing here, all right. Now, if you look at the canvas, this is the channel line, all right. You have a couple of different choices when it comes to the indicator. All right. I just want to go over this since we have the pictures here. All right. You have, see how the inside of the that candle, the body is matching the curve. That is one setting that you have on. All right. This is by default. It matches the body of the candle with the channel. It matches the curve of the candle, the curve of momentum track with the outline. So your outline matches the curve. The body matches the channel. See how it's turning yellow, orange, it turns a little green, look at the color. Turns red, inside the body, red. Curve is green, outline's green. Curve is red, outline's red. Okay, same thing here, and then same thing here. Look over here, same thing. Curve is red, outline's red and green. Okay. Went over some charts. You already know that the 15 range for trend lock is a little high, so we use 10, but it works very well on all the ranges. All right, so you have your oil, gold, Dow, Russell, ES, and the Q. Now, when you get to this point, you could go to the free trial, put your email address in, and I'll send it over to you. Now, within that, when the trial's over, then you have another email come in, and you're gonna have to input your machine ID so you can keep going. So you have an interruption. All right. If you do the subscription and you get to 25 a month, see that? Click, brings you up here to one machine, 25, and you fill out your information, and just populate here, 25 a month, and taxes. Now, let's click over this, 199, and same thing. Okay? So as this all works that way, when you purchase it, you'll have an email sent and it'll be requested. You have two emails. One's going to be your receipt of purchase and everything else. The next one will be product setup, as well as asking for your machine ID. Make sure you check your spam folder because it'll go there a lot of times. And make sure that you get your machine ID over. You'll still get the 7-day trial, all right? But when the trial's over, you'll automatically be put into the term, all right? And with that, you'll be able to start rotating and keep going, all right? And there'll be no interruptions. All right, so now we have that, and that's this. Let's shut this. Now I'm on regular 40 cart. Let's see what I have. So it's on tick replay. Tick replay. There we go. Okay. So we have our basic friend lock pretty much set up here. So the EMAs, I just have the cloud. Fast, standard, and there we go. Now, only thing I don't have on here is kiss and momentum track. There's a reason. Um, kiss makes our candles a little thinner, and I just want to show you momentum track before I put on this. Go to indicators. You're going to get this folder here, the trade engine. Yeah, click on that, click on the momentum track, and here we go. Click OK. This is it out of the box. Voila. Okay. So if you see here, you see the curve. Yeah. See our channel, which is our EMAs, the clock. All right. And then the channels here. We get our setups. Now, before we do that, you see the candles. See how they're changing. Since the body is matching the channel, all right, and then the curve is got the outline. I'm going to switch that up real quick. Fix here, and all right, I'm just going to switch those over so that the curve and the channel are different. Okay, so this way, I put that the curve is on the bodies, and then the channel is on the outside, is the outline. And it gives you a little bit different of a view. Okay, you see here. Now this is kind of like indecision. You know, momentum's dying, it's moving, but where are we going? So you're not sure as to what's happening. Okay. Meanwhile, if it's all, you're pretty good to go. All right. So that's one portion. And besides that, there's another setting. I'm trying to show you guys here. Okay. Right. Here we go. Okay. So here it goes. You have this setting here. This is after you imported it like you do normally with NinjaTrader or with any other indicator. Right. So you have the show momentum curve. So you could actually take the curve off the card if you like. Same thing with the channel. All right. Now use alternate color scheme. I decided to put in a different color scheme in case anyone has difficulties with seeing colors in any manner. So this is where you have that option, which will make it match with the red and green. It'll be more of the kiss colors, the teal of the magenta. But this is what I came for. Momentum curve for the body and adaptive channel for the outline. All right. If you click on these, you make it whichever configuration you like. All right. The input series, that all stays. Everything else here can stay. This here, you can put into price change. That's usually I like. So it brings it up to the current candle. All right. And then if we change, use alternative color scheme, we'll leave that. See what that goes. Here's the chart. And there's alternative color scheme. Gives you the blue, the magenta, just like the KISS charts. All right. You can see the blue lightens up, turns like a light pink as it's changing. And voila. Now we have that. Let's see if I could get this here. And where are we? There, KISS waterfall. Well, I think I have that's fine. So now as I hit KISS, I'll calculate. We have like 5 days on this now. You can see the candles got a little bit thinner because that's what the KISS does for us. All right. Let's get to where we can see a little bit here. Okay. But you still can see inside the canvas. See? All right. But now, here's to my other settings to try. Okay, so this is 9:30 in the morning. This ran up and just took off. We have the track traders here. It's got a surge come down here. Bit of absorption right where that surge was. Okay, we got track traders not in the zone. But then right here, it came to the 8. Our cloud is what we typically want, because that's our red lock rules. It needs to touch the 8. The entry candle needs to touch the 8. All right. With momentum track, you can use the outside of the channel, but you want to be as close in to the 8 as you can. Okay. This here, not this here, not bad, but look, it came right back to. But this is just showing the order flow, what we have going on. So pulled out, pull back, and then we have this here. Yeah, it's a better view right there. Okay. So with that being said, we hit the absorption, came down right here. We have a surge with the trend, but it's even though it broke out of here, we're kind of gonna pull back. Okay. This one here was a better entry since we actually touched the 8. This is where the pullback really happened. Look at our delta. Okay. Here are track traders. So they have top traders inside the channel as well as touching the cloud. Okay. And then look at where that, okay, good, 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 good. There we go. That was a good run for the moment. Literally, it's not even 10 o'clock, and you have 50 points. Okay. Now, let's see. Let me pull this down. Okay. Oh, this is what I want to do. So we see it a little better. Properties, photo scale. There we go. Now we get to see our case chart a bit better. There we go. There came in, touched, and it's breaking out of the channel. This channel, when it's breaking out, it's like an explosive move. All right. So that's where this becomes more powerful. Our outside channel is like our 5 minute. When everything's in line with the five is when we get our runs. So that's typically how we want to look at this. All right. This here is breaking out, go track traders, and just pull that. Right? Easy to get too much, but they're still positive, right? The channel line itself, this is where if you get on a price change, you see the channel, you see it breaking through the channel line, right? Going through the channel line, delta's behind you, you have more confidence just to get in, all right? Like this here, going, delta died down a little, right? So it didn't get very far, but we already had a strong run. So we still have to keep, market conditions in our mindset as we're doing this. Now, this came here and the cloud pushed down, pulled up, we have a retest. We have a cloud traded, but where are we in accordance to the curve? The curve is our main guide. Okay. So the curve is sloping down. The color is correct, but this candle actually went and penetrated. That's not a good sign. All right. And when you have a reversion trade, you got one shot. All right. This here kind of turns into continuation, but you had absorption. Not that it didn't move anything. It did, but not as much. You have the first shot is the best shot, okay, for the reversion trade. Here, it came here. Now, this is a good one here. It broke up, came here, retested. We have no room, really, for the reversion trade. We're still in the channel. In the channels, like being in a range. You wanted a range breakout. Okay, so this came here, broke out, came to here, didn't really get too much, but guess what? Did we touch the eight? No. Did we even touch the channel? No. Here, we did, and we touched curve, but we don't have a signal again. This here, break down, we have the flip of the image. It came back, didn't really touch, and there we go. Nothing for us to do. So for this day, this is the other day, we had the run up, and that was it. Not too much for the day. There's a couple little things. If we ran each individual one, this here, so you took this reversion. think that this actually break even. This here, you would have been in trouble. I say trouble, meanwhile, you only lost 2.5 points. Oh, 2.25 points. All right, these here, a couple more here. Okay, I get the idea. See, this is really breaking up here. This was a little bit of news right here. Some, no, this had a little block that happened that day. Probably would have gotten you. Okay, this cross down here, this here. Actually, I think I posted this thread. Just anticipated from seeing how we were going and just get a little bit because you're typically looking to get to the other side of the channel on the reversions. All right. So we need some better examples over here. All right, so this is yesterday's mornings. So 9:30, we're right over here for the open. It came down, broke through the channel, no real pullback. And you're seeing how this is all running here. It came down to here, right here. Now I don't like 30. No, see, this is a 940, so it's not too bad. How's the absorption? It's hitting the cloud, it's coming in, going on here, 4.5 points. Here, it's hitting the curve. The absorption. Just telling you right there, uh, right at the curve. There's this going in, right? The sellers are right there. Buyers just hit right into there. Breaks the channel. Wait, does this actually keep? No, it goes right to there. 30 points. This here, we're above, no signal. Now notice where this is here. This is the second candle in, and it's crossing the fast, and it's coming out of the channel. There's your signal. Okay. First two candles are the best. If it's three candles, you're already missed the move. Okay. This here, we have a trap traders here. Next one here, breaking. You take that. Okay. And typically, if you have the trap traders, and it goes. There you go. This here. Oh wow. Yeah, it was a heck of a run. Yeah, one heck of a run. Okay. And that's the stuff. So you see here, we touched the 8 and it broke. Still with the channel here, breaking through here. Else is coming down with the track traders right there within this. Everything month wise is shooting for the downside. Okay. This here, we're above one, two, three candles. Don't bother. Then we had a little bit of top. Not this here. It broke down. Let's see. Seeing like an imbalance. So you have a selling imbalance there, stacked imbalances. It broke down. We have the cross of the EMAs here. All right. The standards below. This is coming here. This candle's breaking. EMAs, MACD fast is done. Right from here. Not much, but still good. Now here's the thing. Remember what I was saying. You can take it earlier at the break of the channel. All right. This is all going. You're already having the anticipation. The channel, when it breaks the channel, it's like breaking the range. So we have range breakout, pull back, retest, and go. Same thing right here. And look at where the MACD is. Here, here. This one's 3 more points. Okay. Now we're really coming above. So you see the curve change colors? Starts giving you hints. All right. After it changes colors, you want it to really show you where it's going to go. Now this here, we're crossing the zero line. The curve turned blue. We're inside the channel, but we turned over the curve, broke, came back and retested. We're retesting not just the curve, but the channel. But the EMA. All right. This is one we can take. Now, I like to trail these tight. What you're shooting for, it's done. Okay. But if you trail this, right to there, right to there, right to there, just trailing, still a nice grab. What gets us is you have to be aggressive. You see it going. The rules are all applying. EMA's flipped, the EMA's crossed. The cross, push, pull back. Fast is above, standard is above, we're good to go. All right. This pushed, it touched it, came back, hit the curve, but we already got our reversion trip. So now you just wait for this to break the channel and retest. Break the channel, retest. Never really did here. Okay. Would I take the break? No. Look where the other CD is. Fast, everything's pushing up, but we want to see that retest. Okay. So the day goes on, and this kind of chops around. It doesn't give us too much. All right. This pulled out the gear. Let's see. Oh, so this pulled out and retest here. All right. We have a strong amount of delta pushed us. Pulled out right to there. So this would have been a small loss. This comes down. No reversion. This pulled out here. Only a little small loss there. Okay, so we have the cross. We're in the channel. Breaks down. Retests. We had the absorption right there. Look at that candle. Seeing the delta. There's our edge. All right. Never got to the other side of the channel. Now that we're in, this is breaking, breaking. Now watch. The reversion, there's no room. Now this breaks a little bit above, comes in, but look at our EMAs and standard. Standards above. The fast is already broke up, pulled down, it's crossing back up. Where? Right as this is breaking the channel. This already had the cross of the EMAs. and it pulled back to them. We have a majority of the rules already taken care of. And the fact that it broke the channel here, and you can see that this is like a pullback right here with this wick, right? May have been hard for you to get into, but that's actually a valid trade. Not easy, but it's valid. It took 21 minutes to get there. I'm just curious. If we move this over, took another 4 minutes just to get this candle. Oh yeah, that would have been really hard. Because this you would have been 6 minutes waiting for this one here. We're at 10 minutes just to get two candles. And that only moved 8 points. Let's see. Yeah. So yeah, that's a hard one to take because you have no confidence, no conviction. Not really confidence, but you have no conviction. All right. But that's a valid trade. All right. And you see there's no real room here. This broke up, goes. You have everything else telling us. You have the absorption, broke past the absorption right here. You didn't get a kiss signal here. Would have been nice. Keep it tight. And we'll go into there. So when you're, I see this breaks here. We have the absorption right up here. It touches the curve. It comes down. Now we're already three candles. Actually, this right here would have been good. There's only two. Alright, that's there. That's there. I believe there was a little candle here that just missed. No, no. Let's see. And breaks up here. This is a good one here. All right. We're only using the one chart. Just the one chart. All right. So you have a chart trading right here with absorption. All right. We're below, but you have that thing. Chart traders here. It's breaking out to there. So you already have your signals that this is your chart traders going all the way out. Yeah, I would have taken that. Wouldn't have been much fun. All right. Oh no, this is on the overnight. So we didn't really touch. All right. But just to give you guys some ideas of how it goes, join us in the Discord. We're there daily, and a bunch of us will work together and helping make sure that you could get this down to the best you can. You could grab these trades and basically be a very successful, consistent trader with a good risk management system. All right. We trail, we follow, we let it lead. Some trades aren't much. Some trades, 4.5 points, still not bad. 30 points, really not bad. 77 points is that's getting you right past the evaluation right there in itself. All right. But you do get a lot of scalps, but a lot of them are all winners. All right. And one loser there. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You're doing all right. Okay. All right. So Once again, the link to the trade engine will be in the description. The link to the Discord will be in the description. It's also in the profile. And at the Discord, we're there daily. We're there to help. Just come join us. And we have a great community. Everyone's got full of respect. And that's one of the basic philosophies behind the group. All right. We don't have any nonsense because that's just not tolerated. All right. So hope all is well, and hope you're able to get something out of this. And the trade engine is off and going, and momentum track is now available. All right. Have a good one.